Hello, hey loves, welcome back to my channel, LaToya Ebony Hair, where we talk all things hair care. But you know, today, since we're doing a live Q&A, you can throw a couple little extra things in there as well: life, love, relationships, hair, fashion, whatever you want to talk about today, I am here. And this is actually part 2 of a Q&A that I started last Monday, and I do plan to do more regular live streams. So this is your video for today. And for the sake of the people watching the replay, I am going to try to get to it as soon as possible, but I do want to say hi to all of the people that are live. So, mi vida bellissima, hello. You said that you are 5 months pregnant. Congratulations. That is such a beautiful thing. I hope you're enjoying your pregnancy. I hope it hasn't been too crazy, too hard on you. 5 months. I believe you're in the 2nd trimester now. I believe 1, 2, 3. And so I hope that everything is going well. Also, hello to Queensville. Love the username. Hey girl. Nueza Vaz. Hi. Hey love. So this is, like I said, going to be a continuation of the Q&A. And for anyone who is live, go ahead and start adding your questions or your comments inside the chat so that I can get to them. I will try to go back and forth between questions that were asked like before and live questions, and I'll try to repeat them for the people who are watching the replay. So if you're watching the replay, hello. Okay, you're gonna have to join us sometimes. I always post in the community tab when I'm going to be having a live stream. Today I posted a few hours early, but I usually try to do it a day in advance. Today, at the time of filming, it is Memorial Day in the United States of America. Shout out to all of the veterans. Yeah, this is one of those days. So I totally appreciate all of the soldiers and you know what they've done for the United States, so that I can be sitting in front of my camera today and saying hello, hey loves, and having a live stream. So thank you for protecting our country. Mi vida bellissima says, thanks, love. The morning sickness, it's 18 weeks. She had morning sickness for 18 weeks. I had morning sickness throughout my pregnancy, and I had to be put on medication. So I hope now you and Heavy are just happily waiting for the baby girl. Okay, so no more morning sickness. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We love that for you. All right, so let's get started, okay? Let's go back to our questions. From Angela Gardiner. She posted this in the YouTube community tab. A lot of naturals are going back to relaxers. Would you consider getting it done? Child, been there, done that. I have been there. I have done that multiple times. I mentioned in the last live stream that I went natural, and relaxed quite a few times throughout high school, I would say, throughout middle school as well. I done had so many different hairstyles. Y'all, I had a wave new row, which is basically like, it was the modern day Jerry curl back then, just not as juicy, but I had to sleep with a plastic cap on my head every night, y'all, in order to keep it moisturized, okay? And that was the worst experience, especially for me. I've always had scalp issues, so I'd be dealing with basically a wet, oh my god, the smell. I'm just thinking about it. The smell of my hair throughout that period of time, having this wave Nouvro, was disgusting. And now that I know better, it's like I'm sitting here molding my scalp, molding my hair like every night in order to keep it juicy. And then Wave New Grow had like these like spray sets where like you would have to basically spritz your hair every day. That junk stunk. It really stunk. It smelled like throw up. Yeah, it smelled, I can almost smell it now. And this was all in the hopes or in the effort to have curls. So the way that you do a wave new grow, if I can remember, because I believe I was in middle school when I had this style, is you do it literally like a perm. You know, the way that a lot of Caucasians had their perms done in the 80s and the early 90s. Excuse me, if I feel a little, if I sound a little congested, it's because I'm trying to get over a cold. I'm also a bit low energy, at least I feel that way, so hopefully, yeah. So basically you would put this like cream on your hair like you would do a relaxer. I believe it was a cream, some wet substance. I don't know. I was very young when I got this done. And then you take actual perm rods and you curl your hair up like you would like a perm rod set on natural hair or something. You leave it in, you sit under the dryer, and then there's a process of rinsing it out. I'm trying to remember, but at the end of it, you literally have a perm, but it was formulated for people that have kinky hair. So it was basically the black girl perm. Now they have a Gina curl, and I'm going to be doing some research because I'm thinking about doing a video on it. And when I do these videos too that are about chemical processes, it's for educational purposes only. Like I'm never going to go back to a relaxer. That was the question. Would I go back? No, I wouldn't. I think it's so crazy how people think relaxers are low maintenance too, because I'm just like, y'all, I don't know. Maybe it depends on your hair type, your texture, or whatever, but I feel like relaxers are very high maintenance, number one. And number two, I'm not a fan of the chemical. I've never had a relaxer done where my scalp didn't burn. Never. Not even once. Not once. There's always a section of my, and I could go a whole week without trying to scratch my scalp and all of that. Like it has always eaten through my scalp. Like it is such a terrible chemical. But I also don't judge people who choose to have relaxers. There are plenty of people who have relaxers. They never get burnt. They, their hair never falls out. Their hair never breaks off. But for me, it's really about just being more conscientious. Oh my God, I'm so congested. Of like what I'm putting in my body, putting on my body. And I know I'm not like at the level of like everything I use is vegan and cruelty free and all that stuff. Like I don't even know if I'd ever get that far, but I do what I can. And I just, that chemical is not safe. It's been proven. There's a ton of, there's actually a class lawsuit happening right now with many women experiencing ovarian cancer and linking it back to their early days of having relaxers. And I've even seen comments of people saying that, relaxers, you only apply it maybe 2-3 times a year. What are the effects? Blah, blah, blah. Child, I had those, like, if you think about it, 2-3 times a year, every single year of your life is a very long time. And we're still trying to figure out what the effects of those relaxers are. And there's a lot of brands that are in a lot of trouble for not disclosing. And then also false advertisement. I did a video talking about the relaxer, the PCJ girls, the Just For Me kids girls, like the little kitty, the relaxers that were supposed to be formulated for children, and how like a lot of them didn't even have relaxers in their hair. They just had naturally curly hair, or they had, pressed their natural curls out to give them this flowy, beautiful, silky, shiny look. Meanwhile, the brands are marketing, meanwhile, the brands are marketing this harmful chemical to children with little jingles. I feel sad for us, honestly. And here's the thing, it's your choice if you want to get a relaxer. I don't care. I don't go in my everyday life like asking people if their hair is natural, relaxed, what they did with it, trying to be all up in their head. Like, at the end of the day, I do think that there are bigger issues, or at least more prominent issues that we should be dealing with as women and as Black people. Some people would say this is in line with those things, but there are other issues, right? I don't care what you do with your hair. I just know the example that I want to set for my son and my family and what I want to do with my body. And that is what I promote. So I need to blow my nose. But I don't want to do it on camera. Let me go back to the comments. Mi Vida Bellissima says, what are your go-tos for hair fatigue? Let me take this comment off the screen. What are your go-tos for hair fatigue? Like when you're sick or you know you're going to be crazy busy, like caring for a newborn, how do you plan ahead for your hair and maintain your hair? That's a great question. So when I had my son, I don't even believe I did anything to my hair. I think I just had it in twists, kind of like how my hair is today. My hair is just in a bunch of twists. And I feel like when I'm really low energy like I am now, this is my go-to. I just keep my hair in twists, and then when I'm not sick anymore, I'm feeling better, I take it out. Now when it comes to like pregnancy, I've never done a protective style for a pregnancy, but I always think that braids are like the best. And not even necessarily braids, adding fake hair extensions or whatever. I mean like braids with your real hair. I feel like it's less labor intensive. You don't have to deal with the extra weight of hair when you're washing your hair. Obviously faster to install than like installing something with extensions. Or you could just keep doing twists, like maybe mini twists or something, if you can keep it up, and then wear head wraps. Excuse me. Cornrows are amazing. Y'all, hold on. I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm gonna step out of frame and I'm gonna blow my nose, okay? Because I don't need y'all hearing this. Because I don't want to keep stumbling over my words because I just need to blow my nose. Okay, so give me about 10 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm turning my mic off. Lord have mercy. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab my... Oh my God. Hi, I'm back. That was vicious. It literally was just clogging up all of my sinuses. Now, of course, the go-to is going to be like getting your hair braided by someone else when you're pregnant. One of my favorite hairstyles I ever had were the faux locks. Those faux locks were amazing because my hair was braided, and then I had like the lock that was sort of like woven in, and then the hair twisted around or wound around the braid and the lock. That style lasted me like 3 months, but I would like replace them little by little. So I feel like of all the hairstyles, that was the most intensive. I think it took me 3 days to install and do, including braiding my own hair and then getting the locks installed. But it looked so good. Oh my God, it looked amazing, and it lasted for a long time. I was able to kind of maintain the upkeep little by little, like every two weeks or once a month. I forget how often I did it. But definitely my hairline would get refreshed a lot. And then I would just go like a couple rows this week, the next week, a couple rows the next week. And so that kind of helped me maintain. But I always feel like if you can just do your own hair, like just braid your own hair, keep them bad boys in. And honestly, dookie braids. Because who's trying to take out the child? Who's trying to take out mini braids? I hate taking out braids so much. Let me go back to a pre-asked comment. By the way, if you're on this live stream with me, okay, actually, Make up your mind, girl. Let me go through a couple more comments because you guys could be commenting. Let me see. Hey, melanated Tinka, Tiffany, Nueza. Let me see. Ooh, y'all are going fast. Hold on. Keena said, do you, boo girl. I know, right? Like, do you. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to be in your genealogy checking, like, did you have relaxer in 2023, mom? Because right now, what is this? You know, I feel like so many of us, like, if it's done something to us, those relaxers, if it's done something to us, the damage has been done, but we can just do what we can and move forward, I feel. A blowout, straight iron does the job, relaxer does no permanently. So basically, melanated, think you're saying that, yeah, you can blow it out and that's good enough. And relaxers, they're permanent on the ends of the hair, but then you always have to keep the upkeep. Like, I actually feel like relaxers are so. The one thing that relaxers kind of have on natural hair is the detangling process. With relaxed hair, when it's fresh, it's a breeze to detangle relaxed hair as long as you're gentle, because it is obviously fragile. But once that new growth starts coming in, if you have textures like type 4 textures, that line of demarcation is a beast. And then you got like an afro, and then you got all these little stringies. Ciao. And you got to try to keep up with that and stretch that, like, and then half the time you're doing flat ironing of the roots, like flat, you're using heat in order to blend the textures or braid outs or something. Ciao. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. And even if it was easier, I still wouldn't want to, because I have genuinely fallen in love with like my natural hair. I even like when my natural hair is flat iron, how full it is. When I used to be relaxed, I used to stay trying to like brush it, and like I couldn't wait till like that 2-week mark of having a relaxer where my hair was just like bushy. Loved it. I loved having that big bushy ponytail. Ciao. She said Brown Ann said, just blow your nose. You're human with stuffy nose. I did it, girl. I did it. Keena Bina, great question. I wore braids my whole pregnancy because I was lazy. Ciao. Here's the thing, you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You are literally making a full child. That is one of the most intense things your body has. Like, it could create, obviously, like, you may feel a little lethargic, right? But your body is doing something incredible. And so I feel like you're not being lazy, you're making a baby. Hey, Olivia Keys, you're watching from France. Bonjour. Bonjour. I wish I could speak French. Wanna be natural? Hi. All right. Let me go back to a question, then I'll get back to the comments, because ciao. I'll be trying. I'll be trying to manage both. I need a moderator. Let me see. But I need like somebody that's here that could read things out. I told y'all, I'm sick. Cynthia Rue says, have you ever had locks? Real locks? No, I have never had real locks. Second question, will you and Jen, hey Jen, do another collab? I think we will. We've actually been doing a lot of live streams. Jen just had a baby. Hey, I may have already answered this in another, in the last Q&A, because it kind of feels familiar. But we will probably be doing more live streams once she's able. And I like doing those live streams. They're a lot more relaxed. And I'm also going to be looping in my second channel. It could be that I do the collaboration live streams on this channel just because like we're all natural hair channels, and that I do the solo live streams on my other channel so that it can be a little bit more loose and not just about hair. But I'll probably just be switching it up, whenever. I'm still learning. It's fun for me though, so I enjoy going live. You guys have helped me so much with the Living Unapologetically Me piece. I love that. I really do. I love that. And I feel like as you age as well, you just start feeling a lot more. It's like I gotta reserve my energy. Like, and the older that I get, the more I'm just like, I can't. I don't have energy for this right now. I feel like I'm always trying to reserve energy. I always have a million things going on in my head. And then also being an entrepreneur, it's just like a whole other level of thoughts and worries and manifestations you're trying to take on. My brain is so full, like I have no room for anybody else's drama. I just don't have room for it. And then when it comes to like accepting myself for who I am, I'm getting closer and closer. And so I've actually been exposing myself to other creators that are older than me, that are much more mature, that are more seasoned in their life, with their thoughts, and even with their look. I think that it's really important to expose yourself to people, whether they're in your real life or not, that are like where you want to be or where you're headed. I think that as I've gotten older, I've just grown to accept my aging process and also accept other people who are in like higher levels than I am, and I want to hear from them. I want to see what they look like. I want to see how they dress, because I think that especially in America, we're just so obsessed with youth culture, and I don't think that's ever going to change. Like, young people are beautiful, they're strong, like there's a reason, you know what I mean? But I love that there's so many more mature content creators that are out there that are in their 50s, their 60s, their 80s, and they're saying like, hey, like, we're not irrelevant because we've aged. We're not uninteresting. We still have a voice. We can still change our mind. We travel the world. We still enjoy dressing ourselves, and we still enjoy working and being creative. And I just think that that's just so empowering for me to see and hear, because as I get older, and even being in the entertainment industry, there's sort of like a silent signaling that after you're past an age, a certain age in general, you're kind of irrelevant. But also, I think more prevalently, when you're past an age in which you look beautiful to the rest of the world, or it's not even age. Once you are past your beauty limit, in which people still want to have sex with you and hit on you and all of that, it's like you're irrelevant. It's really weird. And I'm just like really happy that I'm in my mid-30s right now, and I feel like I don't know, I'm just accepting and growing and learning, and I want to see more people that are at that age that I'm going to end up at, God willing, and still living their lives and doing what they want to do, because I'm definitely a free spirit. I don't feel myself slowing down, and I want to continue to live unapologetically. I'm already in an industry that's just like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're like, you're an actress, like, shouldn't you be doing X, Y, and Z by now or whatever? Like, I have those thoughts too, but it's just nice exposing myself to that. Child, yes. Let me see. What else? Does anyone know? Doretha McElliott says, does anyone know if porosity changes with gray hair? I was low, but since going gray, my hair has changed a lot. I believe that gray hair, like, lots of things change. From what I've seen, for a lot of people, their hair becomes like kind of wiry, like it feels kind of a lot more wiry. But then there are some people who their hair feels like so much softer. The hair gets finer, less strands on your head. And I haven't done like an extensive like research on gray hair, but from my mother who's a cosmetologist, she also said that gray hair is very difficult to dye. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if your strands are losing their pigment, there has to be some changes that come with that, including porosity. Probably. And also your hair can change porosity even before it goes gray. Chemical treatment, age of the hair, how much damage it has, like hair changes porosity all the time. So yeah, sure. Mi vida bellissima says, do what you got to do to heal yourself and feel better. You're human and still blessing us with a life even though you're sick. That's dedication, child. It is dedication. Awesome. Thank you, Wanna Be Natural, for saying that you can hear me. So when I come back, I'm going to pick up Olivia Keys's question. But let me go to the next pre-recorded. Not really. Coily Diaries. Is length retention a goal of yours? And if so, how do you retain your length? Child! I don't know why I'm calling you child. You're probably my age or older. Who knows? Based on my analytics. Of course, yes. I have always said that I want to be nipple length, girl. I'm trying to have my hair all the way down. All the way down. At least to my nipples. I don't think that's happened yet. I feel like I'm getting closer though, but every time I get close, I cut my hair. So I don't know. I feel like my hair is the longest it's been in a long time though, at this current. And then I have one side of my hair that just grows longer. I mean, twisted, definitely not. But I do feel like I'm kind of I do feel like I'm getting close. At least with the bra on. Ciao. Let me tell you. I already know what kind of nasty old lady I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be fun to be around when I'm older, and I fully plan on it. Let me see. Olivia Key says, how do you deal with protective styles when you have scalp issues? Diet. Oh my gosh. Diet. So, okay, there's the practical thing that you're asking. When you have a protective style and you have like all these braids or twists or whatever and your scalp is showing, it's like the most vulnerable position that you can be in, because legit I struggle with that. Like I actually struggle because I have scalp issues and I have a YouTube channel that's all about hair and hair care. I'm constantly showing my scalp and sometimes y'all be seeing flakes here and there. You know, I try my best, but when I have a protective style, I have to focus on drinking a lot more water, eating a lot of more greens, vegetables, filling my plate with whole foods and less processed foods and less sugar. 100% less sugar. Sugar is the thing that triggers my seborrheic dermatitis because it is a kind of yeast, and yeast feeds off of sugar. And I'm talking processed foods like breads, pastas, you know, those complex carbohydrates, because it actually transforms into sugars, glucose, all of that. So if I'm going to have sugars, I would rather it be from simple carbohydrates like apples, like fruits, vegetables. And my body is less confused on what to do with it, and it produces a lot less of those sugars. So I try to limit as much sugar from my diet as possible, and I try to drink like a lot more water. As a matter of fact, if you have any scalp issues, it may not even be seborrheic dermatitis. It could be dandruff. It could be psoriasis, eczema in the scalp. And I would first recommend that you go get it diagnosed. But drinking water is always going to help because it helps to hydrate your body. It also, within that hydration and, you know, eating foods, you're going to be moving those nutrients around. It's going to help with hair growth and all the things. I have a whole video on that, but less sugar, more water, more whole foods. That is literally the number one thing. As far as like treatment based stuff, like if you're already having a flare up, somebody's walking by. Hey girl, hey, I like your green hair. Okay, she getting it. She literally is walking with like a bop. White girl, just on the phone with her sneakers and her baggy jeans and her short green hair. She better get it. So yeah, Nizoral is another thing. Like those sort of like dandruff treatment shampoos, I pretty much load up on that. So with Nizoral, you are supposed to do that like 4 times or something, like every other day or something like that. I don't know. I just try to make sure I wash my hair with one of those shampoo treatments before I get started. If I can wash it twice, like the next 2 washes, if I know I'm about to do a protective style, I'll do that. And then I'll go ahead, install the protective style, and then I'll really just focus on like not eating as much junk food as possible. It just creates less flakes, less problems. You can keep your protective style longer. You don't have to like worry about it. So, and then I avoid oil on my scalp when I'm doing protective styles. The only time I put oil on my scalp is when I'm like desperate, like I got like a patch and I'm just like, oh my God, I have to go to an audition real quick, and I'll put oil to like mask it, but I already know the next day I'm gonna have to wash my hair because that oil is gonna make it worse. So greasing my scalp and all that is just like not it. I feel like I'm long. Am I being too long-winded? Do you guys just want simpler answers? Because I kind of feel like I'm rambling a lot. Let me see. I crave. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, I lost my spot. Hold on. Somebody said they liked my locks. Before I got pregnant. Nope, I already did that. Oh yeah. Toya, are you still working out? And if so, how do you wear your hair going to the gym? Kina, Bina, I wear my hair however I had it that week. So right now it's in twist. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna work out in my twist. If it's in an updo protective style, that's how I'm rocking it. If I got curler, like perm rods in my hair, I'm gonna put like a scarf over it and I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't have a special way that I wear my hair when I'm working out, but I do know that when I'm working out a lot, like if I'm doing 6-week challenge, 12-week challenges or things like that, then I will try to have my hair in something that feels more protective rather than having it loose. But if it's in a wash and go, it's in a wash and go, and I just deal with it. It does mean that I do have to wash my hair more often when I'm working out more often. But you know, I do what I gotta do. Like I feel like with my hair, I can't, like if I over manipulate it, I already have to manipulate it so much when I have like different auditions and stuff. Like I'm very low maintenance when it comes to my hair, if I can be. There's no special hairstyle that I'm wearing when I work out, because then that means I have to manipulate my hair to get it into that hairstyle. I just try to live my life and I deal with the consequences. If I flat iron my hair and I have to work out, I do my best to keep my hair back in a ponytail or up in a bun, maybe put like a sweatband or something around it and then keep it pushing. And I just know that, hey, if I want my roots to be straight again, then I'm probably gonna have to flat iron it again. If I don't want to deal with that and I just flat iron my hair, then you know, it's gonna be a braid out. I'm gonna have a braid out the next day because, you know, I'm just really tired of letting my hair predicate what I do with my life. That's the reason why I relaxed 5, 6, 7 years ago. Again, it's because I was spending so much time worrying about my hair and not my life experience. And so I'm just like at a point where the roots get kinky, they gonna get kinky, and I've taught myself how to reverse that. You know what I mean? Like the only time where I be like, nah, is getting in the pool with chlorine and all of that. Like I do not get my hair wet if I don't have to. But even now, there's like swim caps. You Go Natural makes a bunch of swim caps. On Amazon, there's a bunch of swim caps, you know, to help protect your hair. And I don't care how I look if I'm going to be going under the water. So I know I just went all over the place, but I'm tired of having my hair like dictate what I do in my life. Like I want to live like everybody else. And if Susie can roll out of bed and be like, I got a rat's nest, and still go to the damn Walmart, then I'm gonna do it too. Melanated Tinka says, I crave straight hairstyles sometimes, but I would never want them permanently. I just wear a lace wig to achieve that. Girl, yes, because it's so funny. I think somebody asked me if I would cut my hair again. I like my hair natural and long, I believe. But like short styles, I love. But I like the look of straight short styles. Like those cuts that are like those old school, like Halle Berry cuts. Love that. When I do my wash and goes and my hair is like up in an afro, but it's like closer to my scalp, I don't mind that as well. But like having short natural hair, I don't think I want to go there anymore. I really enjoy having longer natural hair, even if it shrinks up and it looks short. Love that look. But like short natural hair, not really interested. But like having a short wig with those straight styles, with those little hair. Child, I got this one wig. I've had that wig for years. I was thinking about bringing it out, but my hair, I would have to like really braid my hair up in order to wear that wig. But that wig is amazing. Love it. Sometimes I crave that for sure. Yes. How do you avoid breakage? Dolphin at 3. You can't. You can't avoid breakage. Breakage is a natural thing that happens to everyone. When it comes to excessive breakage, I would say take a look at my I have a hair care playlist. It's I think it's called my hair regimen, and that's where I'm like washing my hair. I'm actually caring for the hair and not styling the hair. And a lot of it comes down to the detangling sessions. A lot of it comes down to how often I introduce water to my hair, like how often I'm washing my hair. Because the more time in between washes, the more my hair gets tangled, and the more my detangling sessions are going to be a pain in my butt. So unless my hair is stretched. If my hair is stretched or in a protective style, I do still have to be careful for the roots. So whenever I am detangling my hair, I try to have a conditioner that has some kind of slip to it. And to help that out is I will put the conditioner on my hair. I'll go under the shower water a little bit more. I'll do a little detangling, and if I need some extra help, I will use the downpour of the water to help me detangle. But that's usually nowadays kind of towards the end, because I'm realizing that obviously if you're under the stream of water and you are detangling your hair, you're rinsing away the product too. So I try to do that. I try to reserve that for kind of when you got to get to the roots and you can't hold the hair, like, because there's always that time you're detangling, holding the hair, and you get to the root and you got to kind of get those tangles down before you can hold the hair. That's when I use the downpour of the water the most. And breakage, yeah, getting trims. Trim your hair, trim the ends of your hair regularly, because once you have a split, it's going to keep traveling up and then you're going to lose your length and it's going to look uneven and not healthy. So yeah, I can't avoid breakage, but I can do things to help kind of retain that length, you know? If you just joined, I am doing Q&As. I've been on for 42 minutes. Oh my God. Okay. See, this is, ciao. Okay, let's see. Next question. Zion, 925. I'm getting close to that. Having to blow my nose again, but I can at least do this question. When you go for your audition, what factors play a major part in how you style your hair? Based on the role you're auditioning for, does industry accept our natural hair or our hair in its natural state? Someone asked me this before because I was on Instagram stories. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at LaToya_Ebony. I'm also on TikTok as well, same username. But in my stories, I kind of share a lot of my day-to-day, and I post pretty much every day. And I had my hair in this, like, it was an updo, and there was like my natural hair. Now it was an old wash and go that I pinned up into an updo that had bangs, and it was like really full at the top, and I loved it. And I went and I took photos and all the things, and then I got an audition that day, and it was like, you have to come in as a banker. Now bankers can wear afros, they can wear whatever they want, you know, whatever, but there are some hairstyles that they feel more like I don't know how to explain it. Well, first of all, what I want to say is that not all characters will wear their hair in my head the way that I would be wearing my hair that day. So wild and funky, if I were coming in to do like, oh, this is a commercial for TikTok and we want people that seem creative and fun, that would have been a perfect hairstyle for that. But for someone that's going to be a banker, having it up and wild and kind of tousled, it didn't feel like the best move. So for me, what I did is I took it down, wet it, all the things, and then I did a twist out. So I'm still in my natural hair. My hair is still gonna look relatively big compared to like someone who has straight hair, but it's a little bit more tamed. And because the character was talking about mortgages and, you know, that sort of thing, in my head I said, okay, though if I were a banker, I would wear my hair any way that I want to wear my hair. In the eyes of a person casting this, they are thinking of a very specific archetype, and it would be in my best interest to move in that direction in the way that I can and that I feel comfortable. There's also going to be characters that, you know, wouldn't be natural. You know, not every single character that I play is going to have an affinity for their natural hair. I think of Gabrielle Union and being Mary Jane, and I want to say like later on in the series she starts to like let her natural hair out, or Annalise Keating in How to Get Away with Murder, played by Viola Davis, how, you know, in the beginning of the series, like it was all about creating this image for herself because she had a lot of trauma that she hadn't healed from, and she was kind of covering up. And so that kind of character would wear wigs and false eyelashes and dress in a way to make herself feel more powerful, or her idea of what powerful is, and also the idea of masking yourself. And so there are some characters that mask themselves under certain clothing and makeup and wigs or hairstyles. And there are some characters that, you know, you would think of like a Zoe Kravitz or something, that she tends to play a lot more like free characters that would have like locks and braids and have loose flowy hair. So that's how I determine how I'm going to wear my hair. I think about the character, I think about the situation, I take myself out of it, and I think, okay, like how do I feel this character could be embodied, and like what, so I have to choose what I'm going to wear, how I'm going to wear my makeup, if I'm going to wear a wig or not. For example, I had like another audition where the girl was like very typical, like gold digger type, gonna have her boobs hiked up to here, very simple conversation. You know, she was just in that realm. And so I wore a wig. I wore a wig because, you know, that was the kind of character that I had created in my mind based off of what I saw on the page. So I try to be as close to myself when I can be. For example, and another thing you asked is like, does the industry accept our hair in its natural state? Yeah, actually now they do, especially like in the commercial world. Girl, they like, I don't actually know if you're a girl or not, but I'm just saying that, so sorry. Are you in Chicago? Because I recognize that logo. In the commercial world, they love big afros. They, when I love big afros, okay? That's why every McDonald's commercial you see when a girl got natural hair, she got a big afro. They love big afros. So when I wear my hair in its natural state, or if I have like a wash and go and I'm going for like one of those kind of, they love it. So yes, they do accept it. But as an actor, you have to be very smart about that. So let me see. Doretha McElliott, never lose your sense of humor. I think sense of humor is very important. And I have different modes where I can be very serious. Like when I'm in business, I get very serious. I need to get things done. I don't got time to be playing no games, you know. But I'm always kind. I would say that. I'm always kind. I'm always considerate. But I don't like joke all the time. But, you know, when I can, I do. And also I married someone who has like a good sense of humor. He laughs more than I do, actually. He's like I hear him in his office all the time, just like it's something online. Like I rarely laugh out loud to things anymore. I'm more like chuckle. But I do think that humor keeps you youthful. Diet plays a major part in how your scalp performs. Yes. Yeah, thyroid issues. Carolyn, your doctor recommends cutting out sugar and those like crazy carbs. I can imagine. And I'm happy that there are doctors who literally will try to work with you first in like natural pathways to go, instead of just always offering you a pill or a prescription. Like, are you here to make money, or are you here to like save people's lives? Sometimes I feel that way. And so I'm always really happy when doctors are like, hey, try, you know, exercising and eating this way and drinking more water, and then let's revisit this in a month and see how you feel. But then it's going to be up to you to really take it serious. So many of us don't take things serious until you're like in the hospital about to lose your life, and you're like, oh yeah, I should probably like not eat that much red meat or like that many burgers or fries or candy. And so like it's something that I'm learning. I fall off, I get back on. I fall off, I get back on. It's a journey. You know, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best. You be trying to tell your sister that. Tell her again. It is literally like, stop consuming that much sugar. Hey, sister from another mister. Hey! Badistry is Karen. How you doing? I can't do oil. Okay. I'm almost at the end of the questions in the chat. Any suggestions for dealing with chemical burns or any burns on the scalp? I feel like dealing with burns, I feel like it's the same as like dealing with burns on the rest of your body. You know what I mean? I think that like, I'm not a doctor, so I don't have all of the suggestions, but when I used to get chemical burns, it was all about like reducing the amount of tension, not using heat like on my hair in that area, not braiding it or twisting it or doing anything. Like, you just have to let it heal and breathe. You know, don't slap any wigs on. You know, like, give your scalp a chance to breathe, because a lot of times like burns, they do need oxygen. There are some kinds of burns that need like treatments, and some kinds of burns that need just air, and different degrees of burns too. So I mean, you could obviously do your research, but I try to abstain from oils and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I would ask someone, like, right now, they, like, if you have insurance, you can call up a doctor and be like, hey, I have a chemical burn from sodium hydroxide. How would you suggest that I handle that? You know, some of them will prescribe like ointments. Some would say like put aloe vera gel on it. Like, so you just have to, you know, talk to a doctor about that, because I wouldn't know. What I used to do, I used to just leave it alone and try not to pick it. All right, I'm gonna go back to, I'm almost there, I think. Hold on, was this it? Nope. How about this one? Jen Jackson says, would you ever dye your hair or cut it into a short style? I think I would dye my hair. I was actually thinking about like eventually dyeing my gray hairs black, until I'm at a point where I just want to let my hair go gray. Like, when my hair is like basically gray and then I want my locks and stuff, I probably will let the black dye go and then just like dye my whole hair gray. That might be so dope. Like, actually, I don't want gray. I want white hair. But I think that takes bleach. I don't know. I'm going to come to a place where I would just accept my hair. Right now, I have not started dyeing my hair. I have some gray hair, like mainly along my hairline, but also along my hairline is where I get attacked by my seborrheic dermatitis the most. So, like, I have some gray hair, like in this area, a little bit in this area. I have a couple strands throughout my hair. I have one really long strand that was growing in the back that I didn't find until 2 years ago. I said, what the heck? What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I think I would definitely dye my hair at some point. But I just don't, right now, I don't want to deal with that. Hair dye is fun, but the upkeep of the color and how dry, like how much you have to renegotiate your hair care routine is just annoying. I like, it gets so dry and so tangled because it's still a chemical treatment, right? Child, to me, it's like the next level down from a relaxer. Like, it's not a relaxer, obviously, but it's still a chemical treatment. It does still change the chemical, like, makeup of the strands of your hair. It opens your porosity goes up, and you have to be like very careful. And I'm just lazy right now. I'm just lazy. I don't want to deal with it. So I will continue using my little hair waxes and washing them things out and messing up my bathroom, so that I don't have to deal with high porosity hair and the tangles that color brings. I have colored my hair before and I'm not looking forward to it. So, and when I cut my hair into a short style, probably not. I would shape my hair. like I would get a haircut in which like it's a definite shape so that when I have a wash and go, it looks really good. Whew. But for now, I'm okay with just patting it to get it to look a certain way. Like, I don't know. I feel like also like a lot of the hairstyles for wash and goes be looking the same. They all look alike. They all look the same. It's like super short, high at the top, like tapered, high at the top, or if it's longer, it's like in a heart shape, or it's like a blunt cut. Like, I mean, it's just, I'm bored. I'm bored. And I feel like if someone got their hands on my hair, they would just want to do like a heart shape because that's just like the natural shape that my hair goes into. I'm just like, I'm bored. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I'm bored. I see the same haircuts over and over again. Okay, so this is the last one from the pre-recorded or the pre-screenshot ones. Augusta Magnus. Cool name. Oh, you have red hair? That's fun. Would you use bleach on your hair for a honey blonde look? I used to, when I was relaxed. I used to have honey blonde highlights. And I used to have an asymmetrical cut because my hair always grows longer on one side and I had a lot of breakage on one side. So my mom did like a T-Boz sort of asymmetrical cut. And yeah, I would always like I did so many different things, but like as I am now, honey blonde, no, I just rather use like clip-ins to give me the look, hair waxes to give me the look. Like I said, I don't have the patience to be dealing with bleached hair unless I want to wear it short. Like if I were to cut all of my hair off, totally, I would go blonde. I would go like a nice honey blonde for sure. Like but like trying to maintain long hair and hair dye, how much time do you think I have? I got things to do. I'm not trying to be in the shower trying to like decondition every single wash and hair steaming treatments all the time and keratin mist, which I do have, like trying to like maintain the moisture and the protein balance so that child, I am good with what God gave me. I will add a little clip in here and there, get a little kinky clip in, go to Amazon.com or wherever, better length, child, I'm gonna keep it simple. Let me go back to these comments here. If you have any more comments, leave them now. I'm gonna be getting off soon because we're gonna go see The Little Mermaid today, and I want to make sure I have time to get some work done before then. Mi vida bellissima. Next time you can be a moderator, but thankfully, there haven't been any crazy comments, and I leave it open for everybody to come in, so, I'm dealing with stress and anxiety, hair loss, and breakage right now. It's tough, but stay encouraged, everyone, with your journey, ladies. Be natural, me. I am sending so much love your way. It's such a stressful time. I'm such an empath. I'm an actress too, so like literally all I do like weekly, monthly is I tap into emotions. And so sometimes I'm a little bit too open and a little bit too empathetic because it's so easy for me to access because I train it like a muscle. So sometimes I get emotional and I'd be like, girl, relax. Yeah, it's a hard time right now. It's so hard. It's so hard. And, I'm going to just send all my love your way. I am. This world is not getting any easier. I feel like every time I turn on the news or like I see a social media post or something, it's always something. It's something to be stressed out, to be worried about. People are losing their jobs. People are struggling really, really, really hard. I have my own struggles, within my household, and it's hard. It's a hard time. So please keep your head up. Do what you can. Do the little simple things that bring you joy as much as you possibly can. If walking brings you joy, if making you like a bomb cup of coffee brings you joy, if just sitting down for an hour to watch your favorite television show brings you joy, like please just do it. Just make time for it, because it's just so important right now, and I have to remind myself that daily. So my heart goes out to you. Take care of yourself, everyone. My favorite, Jessica Mallory, my favorite waxes and gel. I remember using one called Mofajong that was from Amazon, and I love the color that it gave, but it was flaky. Like after a while, like if you touch your hair too much, like you would see it on your shoulders, which is not a great experience. The Color Blast, what was it called? Color Blast. I have a whole video. The one where I did blue hair, that one actually was a lot less flaky. I don't remember it flaking off that much. It went off just as smooth, actually smoother than the Mofajong. The Color Blast one, whatever hairline makes that one. Look for my hair tutorial where I do blue hair. That's the line that I like between the two that I've tried so far, in terms of like it not being flaky. But they both have very good color payoffs, and I would still use the Mofajong because I feel like they had the colors that I like. Like I did purple and I did red. Oh, that purple was everything. I should do it again. And the cool thing about these like waxes is they give you like this wash and go look. So you get out of the shower, your hair is wet, and then you just like style it. You put the wax on, and then you look like you just did a full out wash and go. And the wax kind of like holds your curls if you have any. But just doing it is like the thing. It's like, okay, do I want to do the whole color thing? But when I do it, ooh, it looks so good. Actually, you're inspiring me to do it again. I might have to buy that purple from Mofajong, even though it does like flake off. Oh, that was good. That was a good one. How did you like The Little Mermaid? I've heard like mixed reviews, but mostly everyone says it's good. I have not used a comb on my hair or put in protective styles for the past 5 months. Okay. Jidori Falcon. And my hair is retaining length like never before. I've always protective styled, and my hair stayed the same. I had a period of time where I was just doing finger detangling, and I do feel like I retained a lot of length doing that. I just felt like I wasn't able, like, there were times where I didn't want to take my time, and I wouldn't get my roots as good. So I feel like when it comes to finger detangling, you really have to be thorough, and you have to get like a product that has like a lot of slip when you're doing it. Very much possible. I did it for a couple of years. I was only doing finger detangling. I really do feel that I retained the most length, but things are a little faster when I use a comb. And I was using a detangling brush for a while too, child. I liked it. I felt like it was thorough, but I do feel like I was getting a little bit more breakage. Yeah, it was when I was doing the 30-day hair detox. I don't know. I think I went back to the wide tooth comb, and I feel like that's a good medium, like a good like in between ground for me. I don't know. I'm sick. Leave me alone. I don't know what I'm saying. I have no more wash day. I just wear my hair either in a loose ponytail or just are kind of like a wash and go, but do not use the product anymore. Huh? Hold on, I read that weird. You have no more wash day. Okay, great. You just wear your hair either in a loose ponytail, like a puff, or just are kind of like a wash and go, but do not use product anymore. So you mean that you wash your hair and you maybe like put some leave-in conditioner on it or something, you just do it like a real wash and go? Yes. I support that message. Okay, mi vida bellissima. You're right about the hair dye. I could detangle my hair with just water almost, but after putting blonde highlights, it takes at least an hour to detangle with creamy conditioner. It's cute, but work. Agreed. Do I have any more questions? No, I think I'm done with my questions. Okay, awesome. It is work. I just wash with clay every once in a while if there's a calcium buildup because of hard water. Yes, there are certain clays that actually help with removing that hard water, the mineral buildup. So, yeah, I actually like clay washes. There's one. Do I have it? Oh no, I have to look at it. There are many. There's clarifying shampoos that are specifically for hard water, which I think is an amazing thing. There are clay washes that combat with that. I think I want to say the Indian healing clay, like the loose powdery clay. When I did my research and made that video, that was one of the things that was mentioned. There are some minerals. Never mind, let me not get into that. But yes. If you have a suggestion of the clay that you use for calcium buildup, please leave it in the comments so I can let everybody know in the replay. So please share Jadori Falcon. Should I wash my protective style with shampoo and how frequently? Yes, Solar. You should wash your protective style with shampoo, but what I like to do is I'll take like a container like this. You know those applicator bottles that people use when they're doing like hair color and stuff like that? So it's basically like a bottle with a tip. So I'll take the top off. I will put some shampoo at the bottom. And then mix it with water, shake it up, and then I apply it with that applicator bottle and then just use the pads of my fingers on my scalp, and then eventually I'll bring some down the hair, rinse very thoroughly, follow with conditioner. Yes, so I use shampoo on my hair, but I do dilute it so that it's easy to kind of get through the protective style and it doesn't get too gunked up with creating buildup at the root. I just think that, and it works very well. Maybe think of those scalp massagers. Yeah, I love massaging my scalp. Oh my god, it feels so good. Oof. They also have those ones that vibrate. I used to use those, but then I just cut them out of my routine because I was like, this is an extra step. I don't know. But I do think that massaging your scalp does help with stimulation, as long as you're not too aggressive with it. Stimulation for hair growth. Yes, girl. Keep praying. This is a crazy world. Okay. Speaking of calcium deposits, do you have a favorite shower filter? So the crazy thing is that a brand had reached out to me a while ago. I used to have a shower filter, but I don't remember. I think my husband got it for me. Yeah, I feel like he bought it, so I don't know where he got it from. But that's absolutely like on my radar. A brand reached out to me asking to give me a shower filter. It seemed pretty cool or whatever, but they were not in line with what I wanted to share with you guys. And I'm, getting free things is not really getting free things. They want you to work for it a lot of times, and if their messaging is not in line with what I feel I need to share with you guys, or that I feel comfortable, or what they're asking for I don't feel comfortable doing, you guys will never see it on my channel. I don't care how much they're trying to pay. I don't care how cool the product is. I don't care. So that was the last time like I was considering it. So I actually need to get another one since we're now in a new place. And you know, the water here in Kansas City though is pretty good. I want to say it's like top 10 in the United States. I want to say it's pretty good. So I don't need it as much as I needed it when I was in California, which I think their ranking was like 48, number 48 out of 50 or something. Like something weird. Oh, you do use the Healing Indian bentonite clay. Yes, when I did the research on that bentonite clay, I saw that it does help with calcium deposits as well. So I have the same one. Nice. And I did that. I mixed it with coconut oil and water, and I may have added something else, but it was pretty good. Jay, before shampooing your hair, how long do you wet your hair before applying shampoo? I wet my hair. Oh, Jay. No, that's your name, Williams J. How long do I wet my hair before applying shampoo? I wait until it's completely saturated. And everybody has different saturation levels. Like you can feel when your hair is pretty saturated. However, depending on how much buildup I have, like it might take a lot longer, and I'll go ahead and shampoo my hair one time, get it all down the strands, rinse, and then shampoo again so that I can really like get it clean. So whether you fully saturate your hair all the way and you get it like sopping wet or not, it won't matter if you do 2 shampoos, and that's usually what I do. I shampoo twice. Sometimes that first shampoo is a treatment shampoo for my scalp, and then the second one is a more moisturizing shampoo. Or sometimes it's just a moisturizing shampoo twice. But I typically like to shampoo my hair twice if I can. Thank you for everybody keep Be Natural Me in your prayers if you do pray. Yeah, if you do pray. You're so sweet, Yadori. Yeah, California, I would definitely recommend getting like a shower filter, cause it's like number 40 something, like 48 or something. Like go ahead and Google like the water quality of the United States, and it will give you like a ranking by state. You'll see. Have you retried the pricier brands like Inner Sense, and do you find that they are worth it? So, Google user. So I have actually purchased Inner Sense. I use a specific shampoo, and I think I bought the wrong one, so then I used it was conditioner. I think it was conditioner. Do I feel like they're worth it? Yeah. It's hard for me. Like I have to really okay, I'm not gonna lie, most of my hair products are kind of pricey. So like I don't really use like Pantene or Suave or what else is on the market that's like super inexpensive? Like what you could find, like everything to me is pretty pricey, because once you hit that black hair care aisle, you're not paying anything under like $15 for like something that is pretty good quality. And then I will use products like Inner Sense is like $30, some around about. Bread Beauty is the same. But then I have like a couple of like conditioners that I like that are inexpensive, like Giovanni or what's the one? The Garnier Fructis has a natural line in a green bottle that I use a lot when I'm doing like conditioner washes between wash and goes. But no, like most of my hair product, most of them they're kind of pricey. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know if I have anything to like compare it to in a different price range. I feel like hair products are kind of expensive for most people. Barney Houzy. So glad to catch you live. I live in France. Bonjour. And have been following your journey since 2011. Wow! That is, you're an OG. Because I started in 2010, I believe. So you have been like really on and popping. Your hair is beautiful, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. You are so very welcome, Barney. Thanks. I want to try Innocence and Kerastase, but it's hard to find reviews for 4B hair like mine. What I recommend, if you're unsure about whether you're gonna like a product, whether it's something I recommend, whether it's something another creator recommends, whether it's something that you just, you know, are browsing and you like the packaging and what it says on the back, whatever. Always purchase from a place that has a good return policy. I recommend products day in and day out that work great for my hair at the time that I use them. Meaning, there are some products that were fantastic for my hair, and then somewhere along the line, I moved to a different climate and they don't work as well anymore. Or I found something better. Or, you know, now I'm actually like dyeing my hair, or I'm flat ironing my hair a lot more often, or I'm blow dry. Like, you know what I mean? So our hair changes. It changes. And what we like for our hair changes. So I definitely recommend, if you're ever going to buy anything, like find out return policies just in case and use those return policies. Like, you know, I love getting my stuff from Amazon because it's so easy to return if I don't like things, but you do have to be careful and like click on the actual like blue link of the store to see if like it's the actual brand store, because sometimes there's like counterfeit products and things like that, so be careful. But Walmart and Target are also amazing places to go. I think probably like Sam's Club and Costco's probably have like a lot of different things that you can buy in bulk if you use some of the more like basic brands like Pantene and stuff like that, Garnier. So yeah, just make sure that you are investing in products that have the store has, or the platform has, like a good return policy, because you just never know. Give it 2-3 washes, you know, and then, you know, if you're within that 30-day period, then go ahead and do it. Return it if you don't like it. Barney, have you ever bleached your hair completely, and would you be willing to do it for a roll? Have I ever bleached my hair completely? No. Would I be willing to do it for a roll? If it was a role that I felt like this could get me the Oscar, I might. And everybody knows that role. When you read the script and you know who the director is, and you feel it in your bones, and you're like, this is a nomination. This is a something. You know, it's in good company. It's, you know, it's gonna have attention because this is who it's, the house, the production company that it's gonna be produced by. This is like it. Would I bleach my hair for that role? I might. Especially now, I think at my age, like that role might not even come. Like if that role came this year, I probably have like a couple thoughts about it. Like, should I? I mean, now there's so many great wigs and stuff. It's not necessary to do that. But if I had to, like the scene called for it, I might actually do it. I would cut all of my hair off and start over again. Like, I often think too, like outside of like roles, like, you know, health conditions in which your hair is falling out, like would you cut your hair? Like I probably would. You know, life is short, and I think it's important to just do the things that like light you up and will bring you joy. And so like, yeah. But like just willy-nilly bleaching your hair, probably not. Like it has to be like a reason. Jessica Mallory, I know your name. Why do I know your name? Maybe you comment a lot. I like Not Your Mother's Honey one. Ooh, the shampoo. I know their line, and I feel like I used Not Your Mother's like a heat protectant or something at one point. I forget what I used. But I remember, I slightly remember that. And a woman from one of your previous lives told me about their green mask, which is bomb. I need to screenshot this so I can, because I am about to run out of conditioner, I think, within the month or within next month. So I will definitely try their green mask. And it will end up in an empties video. Oh, Barney, you're a girl. My handle is my cat's name. Huguette? I think it's Huguette. Hi. Okay, cool. So I think we're kind of like at the end of this live stream. I do need to get off. I got to get some work done, and then we're going to go see The Little Mermaid. I did not expect to stay on for as long as I did, but I'm glad that I came, and I'm glad that you joined. Every once in a while, if it's a Monday and I don't have a video, I might be hopping in to do these live streams. I am in the background working on content. I actually have been on set quite a bit, on commercial sets quite a bit, and so expect some things to come down the pipeline. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So whenever I have like bigger acting opportunities or like a lot of auditions or something, my content creator work always slows down, and so it's just nice to be able to do these live streams for you guys and connect with you. So I try to have a video out every Monday on this channel. So it'll be a video, it'll be a live stream, and then on my second channel, which is Fashion, Beauty, and Lifestyle, I will try to have a video out on Thursdays. So Mondays, hair, Thursdays, everything else. Much love to you, Da Vinci and hubby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The fact that Now Your Mother's is $8.99 each is amazing. I will definitely be trying out that hair mask. Very excited. I screenshot it so that I know. And I will talk to you guys on the next live stream. I hope you enjoyed. And just keep an eye out for the community tab, because I'll usually put up a picture and be like, ask your questions. And that's how your pictures can end up looking like this. Like your name displayed and everything. So take advantage of that if you like. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah!